tired, man. I'm sleeping 3 hours a night.
Oh.
All right.
That sounded like an Abort Me Elmo doll.
Don't let the hanger get me, kids.
Abort Me Elmo, press the button.
Oh, that's funny.
It screams the silent scream. Wasn't that one of those old propaganda movies? Silent Scream? One of those pro-life?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that one years ago. It was one of those propaganda movies about how aborted fetuses scream in the womb when they're being
Do they?
sucked out. I don't know. Everything's open to debate. Who knows? I say fine. Suck all the unwanted ones out, please.
That's right.
Less criminals.
I just found
less
out
burdens.
I just found out the name of the mommy in that piece, by the way.
Oh.
Denise Richards.
Oh, gee.
Today, Mommy and Daddy got a divorce, and I won't be loved.
What the hell did Charlie Sheen do? Denise Richards, 6 months pregnant and wants a divorce. My God. That means sex.
Yeah.
What the hell was he banging?
Well, that's what he does. You know, they said he turned over a new leaf when he got married, but yeah, it wasn't going to happen.
All right, well,
banging something.
That's a big story today.
Stretched her all out with the kids.
They have like a kid that's a little over a year, another one on the way.
Yeah.
Is Denise Richards the one in the Paris Hilton show?
No.
Oh, no, it's Richie.
No, Denise Richards from Star Troopers. She was
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers and
Wild Things.
Wild Things, and she was a Bond girl too.
She hot?
Otto.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
finally.
he is.
Wow.
Now we'll get some class into the show.
That's right.
After
Otto and
that,
George making their first appearance
Abomination.
on the brand new Opie and Anthony program. All right, so that's a big story. Charlie
Aborted
Sheen.
fetus, sir.
Charlie Sheen getting divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what is this? The hot teacher thing, Anthony. The hot teacher thing.
Hot teacher.
No, it's not
This,
a hot teacher.
Well, there's another teacher having sex with students. Braxton County teacher admitted to having sex with 3 middle school students, police said. And from the pictures, it officially ends the hot teacher having sex with their student streak that's been going on.
Wow.
Now, lately, you've seen the hot, tall
Blondes.
that have been having sex with their students.
And I don't really see a problem with that.
Not at all.
Because the ages of these boys, I was thinking what I was thinking at that age. And if my hot blonde teacher wanted to have sex with me, I'm not telling anyone.
These chicks were so hot. The first one that got nailed, the blonde, was having sex with that little black boy, and she was like really hot. The last one, another tall blonde. They showed a picture of her looking out an SUV window as she pulled away from a courthouse, I guess. And she had like a Christina Aguilera hat on and this wild blonde hair, also hot. And now there's Tony Lynn Woods, who's been arrested, 37 years old, of Strange Creek.
Good name for her, by the way, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Looks more like a male Tony than a female Tony.
She looks like Eddie Trunk.
Wow, man. That's rough.
Sorry for the visual people, but that made us laugh.
There's a Lady Di thing going on.
Yeah.
Just, she is what you would call a fat hag. A hag is a good word for her. And she was having sex with students. And even though she's a slob, isn't there just something hot about it?
Yeah, there's definitely something hot about a teacher banging one of the students when it's a female. Definitely.
Just looking at a picture from Wild Things.
Oh, good God.
Topless.
Good effing
Denise
God.
Richards in the pool.
You look at a picture like that, and you realize that Charlie Sheen definitely has some kind of sick problem. Because look at that.
With the butch asexual... What the hell's her name? Nev Campbell.
Party of 5.
Oh, remember when she was popular?
She was popular for 10 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, the lesbo scene in, what was it? In Wild Things, right? 1998. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Denise Richards washing the Jeep.
Oh,
in
the
that
car
movie.
wash scene or whatever?
Very, very hot. She is in her bra. Yeah, we could just waste hours looking at pictures of Denise Richards.
That's the problem with us guys. I don't even remember what we were talking about because now Eric is just showing us picture after picture of Denise Richards. Mm-hmm. My God, man. My God.
Ooh. Yeah, so Tony Lynn Woods, 37, Strange Creek, 8 counts of sexual assault. Police said several students reported they had been touched. or treated inappropriately. How old were they? In the criminal complaint filed against Wood, she admits she had sexual intercourse with 3 students a total of 4 times. 4 times, 3 students, sexual intercourse, middle school kids.
12.
So middle school goes up to, what is that, 12, 13, 14? Yeah. Somewhere around there?
Like 12, 13, yeah.
And
oh my God!
She also admitted to performing oral sex on 2 different juveniles a total of 4 times.
She's a goer.
You are a slut.
Hey, could you stop the story for a second?
Oh, what's going on? The dyke scene?
Yeah, Denise Richards is about to lose her top in Wild Things.
There goes the top.
Making out with Nev Campbell.
Oh, nice side view of Denise
yeah.
Richards' tits there.
Wow.
Fabulous.
That's why we invented WOW, because as soon as you see boobs, you just go, wow. All right, go ahead,
That doesn't
Anthony.
do much for me. I mean, after what Yoshi sends me, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know, that's
please.
true.
Yeah, but
it's celebrities, so... Oh, they don't show Nev Campbell's
no
titties?
She probably... hers probably look like gravy stains.
Yeah, she is not sexual at all.
She has to have really bad boobs for them to, like, film this scene, making sure they don't show them.
They show... The whole scene is her from the back.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Her pale back. So back to the teacher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oral sex on 2 different juveniles a total of 4 times. Imagine you're these students, it's 2 guys, and one of them gets a blowjob from this teacher and tells his friend, and then he goes and gets one. What story's going around? But what tattletales? Because obviously one of them ratted out, and she has been fired. And had to permanently surrender her teaching certificate.
It's weird. It's like a double standard, and I know you guys will joke or whatever, but you see that a female teacher is banging students.
Uh-huh.
As a guy, you're like, wow, that's really, really hot. You know what I mean?
Except for this pig, but...
yeah, exactly. But you're thinking all the fantasies you had when you first discovered that you pop boners and stuff,
Uh-huh.
And then you read the same stories of the older male teacher with the young, girl students, and then it's kind of like, oh,
creepy.
Dude, you're a creep.
It's creepy.
It's not the same thing.
No, there's a double standard there, but that's what it is. That's life. There's another teacher that got fired recently. She had somehow her students got hold of her phone and checked out her pictures on her phone, and there was pictures of her nude and having sex and giving oral on the camera. And the students got a hold of her phone and were checking these pictures out. Some 27-year-old teacher. How hot is that? Those opportunities never came about in the olden days.
And how did anyone find out about that?
Again, the stupid students ratted her out. Went to an administrator and said, there's always some idiot.
Some goody two-shoe character.
Yeah. There's pictures of the teacher having sex. Yeah, so? And? What's the problem? You little faggot, go back to the classroom.
Then the guidance counselor has to do something now. He's like, oh, God.
Now we got
tattletale.
Yeah. And they were laughing. The administration has to sound all serious. Yes, we're investigating this. The teacher's been suspended pending an investigation. The students, we are offering counseling.
Well, Sonny, who do you think took those pictures? Why is Otto just waiting out there? He's a big star.
Bring him in.
Otto?
Bring in Otto.
He looks bored. We got to say hi to Otto and George. Anyway, so that's going on. And then the
Don Cheadle stopped in too, huh?
Wow. Does anyone care that this Foster guy flew around the world?
No. Fawcett?
I don't even know his name. I said Foster, right? Fawcett?
It was the last big aviation record to be broken. Solo flight around the world without stopping for fuel or anything.
Oh, great.
So it's like the last thing. But, yeah, I guess in this day and age of space travel and stuff, it's a little odd. Hey,
Otto and George.
George has his little Yankee jogging suit on.
All right.
That's nice.
I got to explain because we have a whole brand new audience.
Yep.
We love Otto and we love George. The problem is George is a puppet.
George is, yeah.
And this works, trust me, this works on radio.
Sorry I was late. I was under the porch sucking guzzling on the...
Hold on, we don't even have your freaking mic on.
Get that on. All right.
The one good joke I got out, it didn't get in the air.
Damn it.
No, because no one heard, so just do it again. Who cares? Who cares?
George has the mirror.
What the fuck is this? All right.
Yeah, it's Otto and George. Otto and his puppet George, but they're best friends. And George is wearing a little Yankee jogging suit.
Hey, fuck the Yankees. It was a gift.
Is that a new George from the last one?
Yeah, this is the new George.
That's the new George.
Wow.
See, he's a little more rosy. He's got his brains.
Get the brain there.
For when he does his JFK impression.
Okay, let's go get a burger.
And Otto, George, we're on satellite radio. So the old days, you'd come on our show, we'd have to dump out everything. You could just let it fly now.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of satellite radio.
I was thinking about that, but you know, Jim wasn't cursing much, so it's like you still have to be witty somewhat.
No, here's the deal, Otto. When we first got to satellite radio, we were cursing the whole time because it was new and yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was new and different. Then after a while, you get bored with the curse, and then you go clever. But the deal is, this is your first appearance, so I'm thinking you should just curse your ass off.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, think again. It's very nice to see you guys. Congratulations
it's been a while.
on getting fired.
Yeah, wasn't that great?
Yeah, that helped everybody out, huh? That helped all our friends out.
Who would think that
fucking sickness out there?
Church-going people would be so sensitive to their religion?
Who's the meesh-kite in the lounge out there I had to talk to? Don't you have any security here?
Stalker Patty?
Oh, yeah, she's very sweet.
Oh.
She invited me to the Hard Rock tonight. Somebody's brother is doing a cover band.
That's Anthony's.
My brother Joe is playing a U2 cover band and a Journey cover band.
Is he now? It's terrific.
That's tonight at the Hard Rock Cafe at 10 p.m. Free admission. Hard Rock, 10 o'clock tonight.
Terrific.
You can make fun of his brother. It's no big deal.
Well, what band are they tributing anyway?
Well, he's got two of them that he plays in. It's U2 is one of them, and Journey. They actually have a Journey tribute band, and you know the singer looks like Steve Perry. And
Groupies?
Yeah, they get the problem with the tribute bands is if you're out there doing a Journey act, you get the girls that used to be hot in the spandex and stuff. They come down now and they don't look so good. You know, they're old broads with bunts. And they're trying to wear the tight spandex pants, and it just doesn't work out.
Not
a little
all.
much.
Yeah.
But it's entertaining.
Good to see you, Jim.
It's entertaining to watch. Have you seen our old pal, the Great White Gorilla?
I haven't.
What is he? I haven't heard.
He married some female comic, I heard.
He did.
Jeff is married?
Yeah.
Wow. Jeff Norris is married?
Yeah, he married some, she's a stand-up. They worked together. No, I lost touch with him.
Wow.
Yeah, we have too. So.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Looking for some common ground there. What was that?
Who ripped one?
That's who do you think? Look to your left.
Bad boy.
Yeah, right around.
That's the Lysol.
Nutty.
Like I told you.
Filthy old Simca.
like I told you at the beginning of the show, right around 9 o'clock, the farts come.
Oh. Could you spray a little Lysol?
It doesn't smell at all.
Oh, to you?
No,
that wasn't bad.
This one's not smelling really.
No,
so
I might rip one.
Smells like the dumpster behind Sloan Kettering.
Freak.
So what's going on, Otto? What is going on with you?
It's just fucking early, man. You know, the George Washington traffic, it sucked. I mean, all your listeners, they're in hell. You know, the people that commute. I can't believe it.
They do this every day. Can you imagine?
Oh God.
No more for us. No more driving.
I come in very early in the morning on the LIE, but no traffic. I like that.
I haven't seen you in probably 2 years. It's funny. I called Otto the other night because I missed him. I haven't seen you in so long. And then all of a sudden Ben's like, "Yeah, we're trying to get on the show." I'm like, "Oh, perfect timing."
There you go.
Good.
Fuck you want? I got to get geared up for radio. I got to get my radio chaps back.
Oh, you know what I just got on DVD? Little Murders. Finally out on DVD.
What's Little Murders?
Funny movie.
Yeah, he turned me on to his great comedy with Sutherland and Vincent Gardenia years ago. Great.
Well, know what we could do? As Otto gets warmed up here, we could bring Francine in. She's going to do like stupid news for us. Is that cool?
Oh, very good. And then maybe Otto and George can.
Just to let you know, Otto, like the fine folks in Washington, they want us to have like a news person.
Oh, yeah? Of course. That's radio. I mean, you got
And we'll never have a news person, but we figured we'll just, like, try out.
The auditions will go on forever.
Yeah, we'll try out really awful people to do the news. Like Stalker Patty did it one day, and I don't know, maybe Otto and George one day will do it.
I'd love to.
But let's bring Francine in here.
We have our Ebony
We'll do dinner.
Princess.
Okay. All right, good. Lunch.
Let's bring Francine in. And, of course, if anything...
Here she comes. Yeah.
And Otto,
Ebony Princess.
if you feel like it, just
over there.
say whatever you want. Just interrupt her. We don't care.
Thank you, Opie.
You could stand or take a seat, whatever you want to do. Grab the mic.
Dying to be on radio.
It's Francine, everyone. Looking very hot today.
Yes.
Thank you, Opie.
You want to try the vag pump out today?
That's okay.
No?
We have this vag pump, Otto.
Yeah, it's a pump. This thing, it looks like an oxygen mask that goes over a girl's snatch, and you pump the air out, and it makes a vacuum, and actually pulls the lips out. So I swear, it looks like
a monkey's ass.
A monkey, yeah, a mandrill ass.
A mandrill ass. Do we have pictures of what the vag pump can do?
And it's
the damage it can
supposed
do?
to make it more sensitive in that area, and the plumpness, I guess, is better for the male, too, because you'd feel more meat around it.
You know what it is? We're just running out of things to do with chicks.
Yeah. So we figured we'd take a Hoover to their snatch.
We've done everything else, and we're like, who's that guy? Is that one of your guys that's going to beat us up?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's that guy?
The Jets hat.
Chubby guy? Yeah, he's my friend, Joe Conti.
Oh, okay.
What is he?
So don't mess with him, right?
Stand up. He's trying to break into radio.
Jesus.
I hope he doesn't break our necks.
Jesus.
All right. So
he looks like a leg breaker? No.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
Harmless.
He looks like a Little League coach on trial for fingering a 9-year-old. That fucking creep you brought with you.
He likes Russian massage parlors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I kind of respect
What do you get at a Russian massage parlor?
Better
A hair job
massage.
and free shovel? I don't know.
You get much better massage than stupid American massage parlor. Much better. Russian do everything better.
Perfect Peter Lorre.
Yeah. Russians do everything better.
Foul mood.
All right, why don't we
Go ahead.
Why don't we try?
Go ahead.
Otto just hates being here. Francine, you want to do the news today?
Yes, please.
Did you type up some stories?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Mhm.
And, well, I guess we'll get started. Do we have the sounder?
Yeah.
Do we have the news sound?
Hopefully Derek can help me out here with the teletype. All right, he's finding it. No worries.
Jeez.
The satellite radio is weird, too. We don't really take any commercial breaks because there's no real commercials. You ready? All right, Derek, hit it. And now with the news, Francine.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Francine.
President Bush increased pressure on Syria, demanding that they withdraw their troops from Lebanon to give democracy a chance. The U.S., along with armpit hairy-friendly France, has stepped up the pressure for Syria, especially after the assassination of their Prime Minister Rafik al-Hariri.
Could you slow it down and put less voice inflection into it?
Jesus.
That's the top story?
It's Cindy Brady, everyone. So what's going on with that story?
Apparently there's people, Lebanon people, and some, okay, I guess they're telling people to get out of Lebanon, the Syrians.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, that was very informative.
And that is the top story today.
Thank you.
I don't know what it means.
That means
the way you tell it.
He wants the Syrians to get out of Lebanon so that democracy can flourish.
If you aren't wearing a retainer, you'd be right out of here. Throw you out, but the retainer's adorable.
I like it too.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't even need it anymore, and you keep wearing it, right?
No, I told you, March 7th.
March 7th it comes up?
March 7th, my retainer came off.
All right, go ahead, Francine. Next story.
Is hoo-hoo in a little doo-doo? Seems as though investigators have reason to believe that Howard Stern's limo driver, Ronnie Mund, may have done some insider trading.
Ooh.
Ronnie the Limo Driver bragged in studio about how he had bought Syria stock cheap before his boss joined the company. The SEC are trying to determine if Mund had insider information. Ronnie, you don't trade inside and brag about it on national radio. Are you serious? When asked to comment, Howard had this to say: I don't care. I just don't care.
Wow. Do you even know what inside trading is?
Insider trading, yeah.
It's something to do with the stock market.
Very good. That's good. No, you don't. You didn't. You're not an investigative reporter where you really look into the story, are you?
Otto, she watched Sesame Street until she was, what, 12?
Almost 13.
Almost 13.
Spider monkey. Sorry.
Good show.
Right.
It's a good show. Of course it is, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
It teaches you, like, the alphabet and reading and stuff like that, sure.
Well, I liked it.
Yeah. All right.
That and Fraggle Rock was great.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
This is Walter Cronkite with the CBS Evening News. Old dirty bastard died. Died. Northa.
George piped it in. I think George has just about had it with this scene in the studio. Go ahead, Francine. Next story.
Micheal Jackson is on trial again for yet again frotaging and fondling a little cancerous.
Frotaging?
Frotaging and fondling? What the?
Frotaging and fondling.
Wait, for what?
Frottage. It's like when you lightly rub someone.
Wait,
is it F-R-O-T-A-G-E?
I think so.
Frottage.
It's frottage?
No, not frottage. Frottage. I used to do it in high school. It's kind of like when you rub your penis against a girl's ass. It's copping a feel and it's quote unquote accidentally, but it's copping a feel. I believe. Yeah, it's very antisocial.
Well, then it's right up your alley.
Yeah, frottage.
I thought it was frottage.
Let me see.
Well, that's how I spelled it.
Oh.
How did she spell it?
F-R-O-T-A-G-I-N-G.
I think that's right.
It's not right. Certainly isn't.
All right, go ahead with the Micheal Jacksons. The Micheal Jacksons. Go ahead.
Guys, a riot.
Before molesting him, the boy claims that Jackson gave him wine and showed him porn magazines. But the biggest question is, what sane mother leaves their ailing son with a man already accused of child molestation?
Oh, no one's thought of that yet. No one's looked at that angle.
Yeah, there's a new angle.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Insane and nuts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Jackson, regardless of whether you're innocent, they're going to walk away with a shitload of money. With enough of it to erase these memories. Meanwhile, you'll be in jail with a rotten balloon knot, swallowing and rubbing off Baba's Jesus juice from your face. Doesn't matter if you have a star-studded defense list. Sorry to say it, but Mike, you got Jack, son.
Oof.
Oh my God!
Stop chortling it yourself. What is that?
Oh wow! You were proud of that line at the end there.
Captain Naki is embarrassed. You got Jack, son. I get it.
Get it?
Yeah.
Wow, we were having a really good show until this point. A really good one, man. It was one of the better ones, I tell you.
That was not a bad line.
Yeah.
Got Jack,
She pumped her fist in the air. She was all proud of herself.
really proud of it.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was all right.
All right.
Thank you, Timmy.
You're hot, so I guess it was good. All right, let's go.
That bitch, Lizzie Grumface, a.k.a. PR Bad Girl, is pushing her new TV series Power Girls big time for MTV. Best known for reversing her Mercedes SUV into a crowd of innocent bystanders outside a Southampton nightclub. Okay. Lizzie told... Lizzie told...
I thought I was a bad reader at times.
I kind of rolled along. So.
No, you're all right. Good.
No, it's making...
Frotaging.
It's just ponderous.
Effing ponderous.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Lizzie told the Daily News that she's trying to clean up her image and told them her favorite motto, any publicity is good publicity. How original.
What? I was dozing. I dozed off during that. Did you get enough sleep last night? Is there any synapses sparking under that Jiffy Pop hat? No? Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me explain some brainwave activity and how it works to you.
There's nothing wrong with that hat. Let Lawrence... Fuck!
Oh, you
Lawrence
stink.
Hilton Jacobs. I almost said Lawrence Jacobs Hilton. Fucking idiot.
What is synopsis?
What?
What's synopsis?
The last surviving prop from the set of Good Times is on her head. I like the hat.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
All right.
Did they get Billinger yet? I heard that Micheal Jackson story already.
Lakehurst, New Jersey. The Hindenburg burst into flames.
Yeah. Well, you're dumb as dirt, but you're cute as a button doing it.
Thank you, Anthony.
Very
nice of you.
Are you almost done?
I got 2 more stories.
All right.
That little whore, Lil' Kim, is facing up to 30 years in jail for lying about the famous shootout in front of Hot 97 on February 25th. This comes after...
Pardon my interruption. Did you just sound out that little R in February?
February.
George is just sitting there stunned. Absolutely stunned.
George is stunned?
I got
Why,
nothing
because he
for
hasn't
you.
blinked?
George, hold the mirror. My eyes.
All right, so you can continue.
This comes after Lil' Kim's friends testified yesterday that the racy rapper blatantly lied to a grand jury when she said that she didn't know him and that he wasn't with her when he opened fire outside of the Manhattan studio.
Uh-huh.
The man, Swift Gutta Jackson, who identified himself on stand as Lil' Kim's pal, admitted he sprayed machine gun fire into a crowd that day.
Buck. I hear you. That's it?
That's the Lil' Kim story.
You have one more, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Congratulations to Steve Fawcett, who became the first person to fly around the world alone without stopping or refueling. Starting out in north-central Kansas, Fawcett, who survived on 12 milkshakes and water during the flight while using bottles for the bathroom, landed yesterday, had this to say: "That was something I wanted to do for a long time. So good for you."
Oh, that's it. Kind of the feel-good story at the end.
Yeah.
You got to have that
If
feel-good
you're still
story.
awake.
Yeah. Wow. That was the dullest thing ever. Like last time, you spiced it up with some stuff. You put a little commentary into it. You know, a little opinion. This time, I think you put all your eggs in that Micheal Jackson, you got Jackson gag, and you thought that was going to carry you for the whole thing.
I think you called it in today.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
This could be it for Francine.
I don't think so. I liked it.
Do you have a background in journalism or anything like that?
I have a communications bachelor's degree from NYU.
What, did you find it on the subway?
No, I got it
Oh.
in school.
Oh.
She graduated college, if you can believe that, Otto.
I'm going to nail all my old cum rags from high school in Central Park to increase tourism. I'm going to call it the Jism Trail.
You didn't like the gates there, George?
Ah.
It made $250 million for the city.
Yeah,
Really?
great.
Who gives a shit?
But they're saying it's art.
Yeah.
Is it? Did you guys go?
It was the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life. Yeah,
It's
I went.
something you go to. I was driving by the park and looked, and I was there.
I walked through the park every day, so I'm like, well, I'm here. Might as well check it out.
People that walked around and actually looked at it. What the fuck?
It was orange.
Sheets,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was orange shower curtains. Literally.
And once you
Modern
saw
art.
one, you
saw
saw them
them
all.
all.
There's no difference.
Like something else we've heard of.
God.
All right. Henri wants to say something to Francine. Henri.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Pretty good.
You know that the Helen Keller had better delivery, and George has more enthusiasm for the fucking news. And I'll see you guys St. Patrick's Day.
Helen Keller? Wow. Do you know who Helen Keller was? Francine? No?
Is she a star?
Yes.
Star. Yes, she could be considered a star. She's famous.
Really?
Yeah. Helen Keller. You never heard of that name?
Mm-mm.
No? Have you ever heard of George Washington Carver?
I know George Washington.
You don't know George Washington Carver?
Well, George Washington's like the second or third. I don't know. He's one of the presidents.
One of the presidents. Very good.
You're right.
He's second or third.
But is he second or third, though?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He kind of started the whole president thing, actually.
Who was the first?
Jesus.
Who was the first president of these United States?
I think it was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Of course it was.
That's it. Abraham Lincoln first, and then George Washington. Do you know who the third was? That's tough.
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. Very good.
What the hell did you learn in college?
Well, we didn't have history courses.
No?
Nope.
Didn't they have some in high school, though, that you had to kind of skate through to get to college?
Well, I did really bad in high school.
You did?
Yeah.
But so how'd you get into college?
Well,
By spreading her legs.
No.
Opie.
Sorry.
Did you?
That was a mean shot. I'm sorry, Francine.
Do you know the definition of bacteria?
Yes.
It's the rear end of a cafeteria. What was King Louis XIV responsible for? King Louis XV.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't get it.
So Abraham Lincoln was the first president, and what year was that?
Around the 1700s?
Around the 17. That's a 100-year buffer you got going there. Can you narrow it down a little more?
1793.
1793, and Lincoln. What was the most his biggest impact on the country as president?
Freed Willie.
I think that was a movie.
Yeah.
You're making eyes like you just saw a ghost. Is this
I'm
too
trying
much
to
for you?
Figure out what he did.
Abe Lincoln, very influential as president.
He wore a big hat.
He wore a big hat.
That's right.
That's right. You're right. That was his biggest contribution.
That and the soaring crime rate.
Most people wish he'd pulled that big hat over his head before he signed a piece of paper.
And he was tall.
He was tall, and it wasn't
and
just a hat.
Skinny.
Skinny,
And
very good.
You are a black woman, so it's very good that you know this.
That you know that. What did he do? There was something he did that was historic, and its impact is still felt today. In police stations all over the country. All right. Inappropriate. No?
No.
As an African American woman, I'm flabbergasted here. You should know what Abraham Lincoln did. Have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation?
Oh my God! Our brain's gonna explode.
Yes, I take it when I have diarrhea.
All right, what is it?
What is it?
I believe that's freeing of slaves.
Freeing of the slaves. Right. Very good. Now, do you know who signed the Emancipation Proclamation? I'll give you a hint. He's skinny and has a big hat.
Would it be Abe Lincoln?
Abe Lincoln. Very good.
She's adorable.
You've learned a lot in here today.
Thank you, guys.
That just seems to me something,
Who's on the?
You should know.
Who's on the $1 bill?
Oh.
That would be Washington.
Washington. Who's on the 5?
Oh, I know money. Washington?
Is on a 5 also?
No, it's Lincoln with the hat.
Lincoln. Yep. Let's get a little trickier now. Who's on a 10? That's tough.
Okay. Would it be?
You'd never get it. I'm sorry for not having faith, but Jesus.
Yaphet
Can you give me a first name?
A first name.
A first name. I'll give you a first name.
Yeah.
Alexander.
Houston?
Alexander Houston.
Yep,
very
absolutely.
Good. That is.
How
did you see that jerk? Alexander Houston, our president.
Ragtime band.
His ragtime band, of course.
We got to find out who is smarter, Lady Di or Francine.
I'd actually give it to Lady Di.
Yeah?
And she is really, really not smart.
I don't know. Francine has a weird kind of knowledge.
Francine seems clever. You're street smart. But you really don't have any knowledge whatsoever about anything. You're what they call ignorant. It's not a bad thing. You have the capability of learning. You just haven't learned anything. Your brain is devoid of information. It is a storage locker, pristine and empty.
Right.
I am book smart.
You're book smart?
Yes.
Comic book? Yeah. What kind of book?
Yeah, give us something.
Not history.
Give us something you know.
What would you consider
give
yourself
us something
a little bit more of an expert in than anyone else?
Give us something you know that would impress us.
Everyone's got their specialties.
Maybe something you think we wouldn't know.
The tallest tree is located in California.
It wears a hat, and it was our first president. Really, the tallest tree, and what type of tree is that?
Big ass tree.
Big ass tree.
A willow tree?
A willow tree.
I know it's in California.
Yeah, something like that.
Sequoia?
Sequoia.
See?
Redwood.
Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Yeah, Jimmy said it.
Oh.
The Sequoia. Coincidentally enough, that's her cousin's name, Sequoia. No? Sorry. Black people have funny names sometimes. Like Sequoia, Spatula. No? Wow. So nothing else. Is there a subject that you're pretty good in?
Yeah.
That you were good in school?
English.
English.
Mm-hmm.
You're good in English. All right. I'm trying to think of some type of question that would show her English skills. Maybe.
Geography.
You're good at geography?
Yes.
All right. Then we'll talk about math. Kidding, of course. All right. Geography. Capitals, things like that?
Yes.
All right. What is the capital of New York?
Manhattan.
Manhattan, New York is indeed the
Okay,
capital
1 for 1.
of New York. Holy shit.
What is the...
I am stunned.
Wow.
Manhattan, New York, the capital of New York. Okay.
1 for 1.
That's good.
How about New Jersey?
It's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Your first instinct is probably right. You probably have it, and you're doubting it, but that's probably right.
Her first instinct was Nebraska.
Wait, Wyoming's a country?
Wait, it's coming to her, guys. It's coming to her.
It is.
Would it be... I don't know. New Jersey?
Yes.
New Brunswick?
Absolutely.
New Brunswick. New Brunswick, New Jersey
2
is
for 2.
indeed the capital of New Jersey.
I told you your first
She
instinct
is
right.
good at geography then. Maybe world geography a little
World
better.
is good.
World geography.
All right, world geography.
A little better. All right. What continent is India part of?
Ooh, very good.
It is part of Asia.
Ooh. You are smart.
The tsunami.
Oh, you learned from the tsunami?
Yes.
And that's another cousin's name, by the way, Tsunami. Yo, Tsunami. Yeah. Wow, see, that learned you something.
Yes, it did.
All right. Anything else? Any other subjects you're very good at? No? You weren't good in social studies? Or?
I was good in social studies,
You were?
actually.
Isn't that kind of history and things like that?
Yeah, but, like, it's been a long time. You know, high school was
What years did World War II last for America? What years were our involvement in World War II?
It was early 30s.
Early 30s, indeed. 1932.
To early 40s.
Right, to early 40s. Yes. Wow. That's great. Yeah. You're fighting a painter at that point, I believe. Wow. Okay. Well, you've proven yourself. You are indeed book smart.
Thank you.
You're good at geography.
Good. George, any comments over there?
That Hitler was cranky.
It's part of what you learned in social studies.
Yes. I was very
Wow. And what are you doing? Are you still in college?
No, I work as a secretary.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
And you have a degree?
I surely did.
And what does that do for you, that degree? What'll that...
Well, so far it really hasn't done a lot.
No? Did they ask to see it when you went for a job?
No.
No. And you got a job as secretary?
Yes.
What kind of company?
Real estate.
Real estate. So you help out with the big land deals that are going on.
Yes.
What do you have to do as a secretary of real estate? Give me a little of your job. Because I'm stunned. Because if it's anything aside from breathing and eating, I really can't see you doing it.
No, I like type papers.
Yeah.
And I write bills. And I take phone calls a lot.
Yeah. You write bills?
Mm-hmm. But I'm going back to school because I want to do something else.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't think real estate's for you?
Nah, not really. It's cool, but...
What is for you?
I'm either going to go back to be a teacher or a lawyer.
A teacher or a lawyer? Wow. Wow, a lawyer.
Well, it depends on how much money I have.
Should get you the death penalty for jaywalking, this one.
She had a little mix-up at the real estate office. Sold an Upper West Side apartment for $10. Billed the guy $10 for it. It's coming out of her pocket, so she's got to become a lawyer to pay for it, right?
Yeah, do you know what jaywalking is?
Yes, I do, actually.
Pretty simple law if you're going to be a lawyer. What is it?
Yeah.
Well, I heard it on your show.
All right, what is it?
It's like walking across the street. And I believe you're usually walking not near the traffic signals.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, sort of. Technically, it's walking from one corner to the next corner of an intersection on an angle, on the diagonal, instead of in straight lines across the street. Yeah. But, you know, it's a crossing when you're not supposed to, sure.
Here's a future lawyer question. How do you feel about tort reform?
Oh, very good, yeah.
What's tort reform?
You mean pop tort? What kind of tort you talking about?
Tort reform is basically it's cutting down on litigation. People like needless lawsuits.
Yeah.
Senseless lawsuits.
Yeah. Well, becoming a lawyer, she probably wouldn't like that.
Absolutely.
It's cutting in on your income. Would you be a criminal lawyer, defense, maybe a prosecution? Would you be a lawyer for lawsuits and civil lawyer? What kind of lawyer?
I just read a lot of Grisham novels, so just general law, I guess.
Just like a lawyer that reads Grissom novels. Okay.
General law.
General law.
So you're learning a lot about the law from the Grisham novels.
They're really good.
Would you like to defend, like, guilty people, that kind of law? Or prosecute them?
I guess I would defend people.
You would want to defend people.
The jail's going to be
Yeah.
filled
Wow.
to the brim.
Imagine a poor bastard comes in, goes, what?
Wait, what was that? What was that one Grisham novel? It's about the young lawyer who comes up against the odds.
What do you mean?
There's like a young lawyer, and he's thrown into this situation that's supposed to be over his head, and he kind of like does some behind-the-scenes investigating. That one Grisham novel. What was that one?
That one.
And in the end, everything works out?
Yeah, it works out okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the big famous one.
It's set in kind of like a southern law firm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah. Maybe.
Which one is that?
All
It's
of them.
everyone.
Oh, okay.
Every single one of them.
John Grisham should get prostate cancer. He writes the same fucking book every time.
Wow.
No, he does not.
He certainly does.
And she goes, I don't think I've read that one yet. No, you've read that one 5 different times.
I didn't know Grisham made pop-up books.
I read.
It's a lawyer doing this in the scolding fashion. Good on radio, point, and then expecting audience at home to laugh.
All right, let's thank Francine for doing what she does best.
Nice job, Francine.
Thank you, guys.
Otto and George in the studio.
Awesome.
We got to take a quick break. George, any comments about what